and wonder why healthcare is through the roof, and it's like
I could have went to the corner store and got that.
Exactly. I could have bought a case of pops and passed out some to the neighborhood, and we would have had some left over for $1,700. You know what I'm saying? We back at you talking about asthma and CBD cannabis products. You know what I'm saying? And we just giving you guys the information about asthma. So if you know somebody that's kind of dealing with asthma and that's going through it, because that's done took some people out of here. Can't breathe, because I got like sleep apnea. And a few times I done woke up and I couldn't breathe. I'm like gasping for air, like, so I can only imagine how they feel. And that was only for a few seconds that I'm gasping for air. Like it was crazy. You know what I mean? Or whatever. So I'm like, shit. So I can only imagine what they dealing with all the time. You know what I mean? Can't breathe.
Yeah.
That's a scary feeling. You wake up out your sleep. I'm waking up out of my sleep though.
That's scary. That's a nightmare. You waking up to a nightmare.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And then what they say is only so many seconds that if you don't get no air to the brain, you out of here.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then one of my homeboys' uncle, he passed away like that, sleep apnea. Woke up out of sleep probably like that and couldn't catch his air back. You know what I'm saying? And passed away. So I be thinking about shit. I be sleeping on my stomach, but I always wake up on my back.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I even went and took the test, you know what I'm saying, and stayed there, and they said it only, because what it is, you don't have to be fat to have it.
Right.
It's just the way your jaw is made, and then when you lay on your back, your tongue rests, and they close the airway.
Up that airway.
You understand what I'm saying? And then you jump up, but then they said that if I sleep on my side or my stomach, I'm good. But I sleep on my back, it closes it off, and that's a scary feeling. Scary feeling. All right, here we go. Evidence is mounting that asthma may be triggered by bacterial or viral infections such as, what's this say? Strep. Here we go with these big words. It's spelled STREPTOCOCCUS.
Streptococcus.
Yeah, streptococcus. We go, hey, we don't know, but that would sound good. In early childhood, that leaves the immune system more vulnerable to allergens, which is being allergic, I guess. The result of development of treatments, strategies involve antibiotics, which we know that ain't good for us. However, has led to antibiotic-resistant superbugs. So if you take too many antibiotics, it just stop working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're not supposed to take a lot of antibiotics. Like my mom was on antibiotics for like 7 years. And you're not supposed to be on it that long. But she had that pig line, and she kept getting bloodline infections because of the pig line. So she was on antibiotics for like 7 years before she passed away. So that's definitely is not good at all. You know what I mean?
Man, that sounds like a wreck on your immune system.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because it's almost kind of like it's pretending to help, but at the end of the day, it's giving so much help that it's like when it's time for your immune system or for your system to fight something, it's like, hey man, what happened to the reinforcements, bro? Like, I don't know. Now you got a big beast in here. I don't. You know, they brought the big dog virus in here.
Right.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? So we can't even fight no more. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Antibiotics, they got to be terrible for you. Yeah. It says cannabinoids have been shown to have a broad spectrum bacterial effect. No, it said no, it ain't bacteria. It's BACTERICIDAL.
Bacterial?
Yeah, something like that. In fact, but I did get the meaning of it or whatever. I did my research, so I knew I was going to have the big words. So I said, let me do research on it so I can get the meaning of it. It means that it kills bacteria.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It kills bacteria.
Just the goon squad.
Right, exactly. You know what I mean? So the CBD, you know what I'm saying, when it hit the receptors, it can start killing the bacteria, you know what I mean, to where it won't be inflamed no more. You know, it open up the airwaves or whatever. So which everybody need that, you know what I mean? Because that's like a spasm in your airwave.
Yeah.
That spasm and keep closing, opening, closing. Yeah, that got to be a crazy ass disease or whatever the case may be. They have to even deal with. You know what I mean? And so many people deal with it, that'd be crazy. And then the bronchitis on top of that, people be coughing and hacking and can't breathe. And then they be smoking a cigarette at the same time. Like, what is we doing? You smoking a cigarette at the same time that you can't even breathe.
Just make.
Good morning, cannabis enthusiasts, fitness aficionados, and financial gurus. Welcome to the Greener Things Podcast, your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and knowledge to live a fulfilling and abundant cannabis lifestyle. Join us as we delve into the greener side of life, breaking stereotypes and uncovering the boundless potential that lies within each of us. Our discussions will be infused with empowering tips, expert insights, and engaging stories, all aimed at helping you achieve balance, happiness, and prosperity in every aspect of your existence. So grab your favorite strand, put on those running shoes, and get ready to plant the seeds of positivity and growth together. Our goal is simple: to empower you to live your best life, fulfilled with abundance, health, and the greener things that matter most. Without further ado, let's roll into the morning of inspiration and transformation. Thank you for joining the Greener Things Podcast. Let's make every day extraordinary.
Yo. It's your boy RB from Greener Things. You know who it is. I know y'all was waiting for it. And this Fifi, no, she's not here today. She not here today. You know what I mean? She on the road. You know what I'm saying? Let's send a prayer out for her and her family that they get safe where they going and safe when they safe travel on the way back. But we still got Kamani on the wheels and still. You know what I'm saying? We still gonna have a great show. It's gonna be informative as usual. It's gonna be a little crazy as usual and everything like that. So what's up, Kamani? How you doing this morning, man?
Oh, I'm doing phenomenal.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
I was playing. It's gonna be a lovely day. This morning when I came out, I was like, oh yeah, this it. Yeah, this one of the ones today.
Right.
For sure.
How can I change the names to that song? Change the words to that song. You know, I be changing the words. You're like, fool, that ain't the words to that song. Like, it sound like it. Today we gonna delve into CBD and asthma. And I was telling people some years ago about asthma, you know, because you ain't supposed to smoke because I think it's a form of bronchitis and all that kind of stuff too. And they were saying, "Oh, you can't smoke this and that," but I was telling them that you can vape, because vape, if you got vape, it just heats the oil up. It ain't burning it with the fire, with the butane and everything like that. So it's a little bit different when it comes to pretty much vaping it. You know what I mean? Because it ain't the complete fire from the butane and all that kind of stuff. It just heats the oil up and everything. But we're going to go off, you know, the book, you know, CBD, you know, where we going, you know what I mean? But it says asthma is a chronic respiratory disease affecting up to 300 million people. That's a lot of people worldwide. Airways contract both spontaneously and in response to a wide range of environmental factors. Children and elders are most vulnerable to asthma, but it can affect people at all ages with symptoms ranging from mild to life-threatening. If you ever seen somebody have an asthma attack, they be breathing super hard. If they left their inhaler, they be like they about to die or something. You know what I'm saying? Because when we was coaching football, the kids would have asthma, and one kid have an asthma attack. I'm like, damn, that shit.
And it looked like it hurt.
Yeah, you can't breathe. You know what I mean? It'd be crazy, whatever the case may be. It said the hyper responsiveness of the airwaves is accompanied by inflammation. So we know cannabis, you know, break down inflammation or whatever the case may be. Sometimes the cannabinoids can be very effective at reducing. The conventional treatment of asthma remains problematic and often involve a combination of drugs with various side effects. I can only imagine the side effects that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got something to say about that?
Nah, it's just we always keep coming back to these side effects.
Right,
it's so common. It's like, man, what's the point of taking the drug if it's always going to be side effects?
Always mess something else up.
Yeah, it's like you fix one thing here, you break something else over there. It's like, well, what are we doing? Like, so now I got to take something else to fix the thing that's broken because I took this one thing to fix the other broken thing.
Right.
This is like if you buy a car, this is a lemon.
Right, for sure, a lemon for sure. It's about to break down. Period. You know what I mean? And then you hear the commercials when they come on with all the medicine. Then they ramble down about 20 different things that is gonna mess up. And we still like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take that.
Yeah, that's why they go through it real fast.
Fast there. That's the fastest part of the commercial. Yeah. It rips through there. You know what I mean? But it'd be crazy how like the medication really messing us up. If y'all don't understand that, like, it baffles me to like people don't even want to do the research, and then they know it's messing something up. Like I picked up a lady yesterday. Now she was going to the doctor on 29. This was her 29th surgery. She got one leg already, and she was saying that she got one leg already, right? So she said it was hereditary because both her parents lost limbs. Some of her siblings lost limbs. And she said, well, it's okay. It's hereditary because they lost them.
Nah, I ain't accepting that one. Yeah, I'm not accepting that hereditary to lose limbs.
Yeah, listen, she's talking about like she just rambled down her family that just lost limbs, her parents and her siblings. And she said it's hereditary. And I was like, I don't think so. I asked her, like, so what's your eating habit? She's like, well, we black. We can't get rid of our chicken, but my eating habit is okay. No, it can't be. You got high cholesterol. You just told me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're going to the hospital on your 29th surgery.
Yeah, we got to at least start with a diet or something. Exactly. We got to have a diet change at a minimum. At a minimum, it's got to be something to break that.
Have to change. And she said it was hereditary. It's sad to me. Like
it's hereditary behavior.
Exactly.
Not a hereditary illness or a disease. It's a hereditary just behavior.
Yeah, and we don't never want to change. The first thing he said, she's like, well, we black, so I can't stop eating chicken.
Yes, what?
I'm like, huh?
They done cloned Tyrone.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
they done cloned Tyrone.
You know what I'm saying? Cause they just put her picking her up. She in a wheelchair, so I got to put the wheelchair in the back of the car or whatever. And then she got her gun on the seat. I like, ma'am, you left your gun right there. She was like, oh, I forgot. I'm about to have surgery. I can't take that with me. She's like,
ma'am.
She's like, here go my key. Go run it back in the house for me. What? Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's wild.
You'll be faster than me. I'm like, okay.
All right, let's race.
So I'm like, so what do I put? She's like, just throw it on the couch somewhere. I don't know. Just throw it in there. I get it when I get back.
Wow. That's okay. The ride shares be ride shares, man. It'd
be crazy, you know what I'm saying? It'd be good, but it'd be good. Like I talked to one guy that, he heard about CBD. And again, I'm telling the story because he got scammed like my father-in-law got scammed. He said he seen it online, ordered it. It came. He said it didn't do nothing for him. And then they had him on a payment plan, right? So the next month, they take out $200 out of his account. When he originally started with $55.
Oh.
And then they sent him a bunch of other stuff that he didn't even order, but it was CBD products.
Dang.
And they, you know what I'm saying? And then they did my father-in-law like that. He ordered some stuff online. I didn't understand why when you could. Whatever.
Right. Yeah.
But he ordered online. They scammed him like that too. He had to call the bank and get his money back and all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
Because a lot of these companies, they just, they prey on elderly people and late night fucking.
Them infomercials.
And all that kind of stuff. And we be, the older people get on there and they get the order and stuff, not knowing that they signed into a fucking subscription.
Yeah, and it's funny because I wasn't around definitely before my time, but early on in TV, you didn't have infomercials enough for it to be a scam.
Right.
It wasn't enough to be a scam yet. And the scams didn't come along till later, like after the OxyClean dude,
Right.
Not the OxyClean was a scam, but like after that's when everybody was like, oh, okay, well, we got a market here. We can hit them hard with this one.
Late night.
Yeah.
She be ordering a lot of stuff on that too on the infomercials back in the day. Just
man,
be up late, can't sleep, ordering all kind of shit. And that's what And that's how they get us. But here we go again with the CBD product. That's why we keep telling y'all got to get it from a reputable company. You understand what I'm saying? Or you gonna get scammed like that. You know what I mean? Well, anyway, back on the asthma and CBD, it says research has shown that both CB1 and CB2 receptors, we've been telling you about the receptors, are present in the bronchial tissue and are involved in lung protection. The activation of CB1 receptors on nerve ending in the lungs create bronchodilator effects by acting on the airwaves, smooth the muscles, and research has suggested this may be beneficial in airway hyperreactivity on asthma.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, but the best way to get it, not to smoke a joint, things like that. You just want to vape it. Like a vape pen. They got CBD vape. They got vapes with THC and things like that. But you definitely don't want to be, smoking a joint because
it's almost counteractive a little bit.
What I mean? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? There's evidence. Where am I? Several studies dating back to the 1970s suggest that targeting cannabinoid receptors could be a novel preventative therapeutic strategy in asthmatic patients. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean...
What more needs to be said?
We got it here for y'all, the information. You know what I'm saying? We bringing it to you. You know what I mean? So you can understand it. It ain't just coming out of our mouth. These are doctors that wrote this book. You know what I'm saying? And then, it's not coming from us. It's coming from us, but we got, backup, I should say. You know what I mean? That you can go buy the book and actually look into it and just understand that all the things that, this book got so many different ailments that it helps. You know what I mean? Like, when it first became legal, when I started, helping my mom, it was a few ailments. But at this point, everything that we deal with, cannabis can do something to help it.
Yeah.
Like everything.
It's directly related almost.
You know what I mean?
Like we have here is almost like the ailment. We have a bunch of different names for it, but it sounds like the ailment is a lack of cannabinoids.
Right. Exactly. That's all it is. A lack of cannabinoids.
We have a cannabinoid deficiency here, exactly. And so now it causes all of these other things, and that's really what's going on.
Exactly, and people don't like people. I'm not putting that in my body, but you would put medicine. You go put aspirin in your body or some other kind of painkiller or something for for acid reflux and all that kind of stuff. Like my cousin, he would really get sick, acid reflux or something. He would literally smoke a joint, and it was just instantly he'd be out of it. Can't move. He got to call me or somebody else got to call me to come over there and bring him a joint. Because he's sweating. He probably laying in the bed, just can't even move, throwing up and everything. As soon as he hit a joint, then about 20 minutes later, he outside chilling like ain't nothing never happened.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's crazy. And he talked to the doctor about it. He asked them about it. Of course, they don't know. We don't know. He said, we don't know. Just keep a joint handy in your pocket or something. What the doctor told him.
You don't know. Just keep a joint in your pocket.
Keep a joint in your pocket. You know what I mean? And I haven't heard no doctor say anything about no endocannabinoid system. Never. You know what I mean?
He's just I don't know. Somehow it works. I don't know.
Right.
Does a thing. You smoke it, it does its thing. I don't know. It's not just the doctor. I don't know.
Exactly.
What do you mean? This is my body. What point of the body does the doctor stop?
Exactly.
When does doctoring stop? We don't touch that system there. Hey.
Yeah, we can't talk about that. What? That don't even make fucking sense. But this the world this the country we living in. You know what I mean? We I picked up another lady. She was an Asian lady. I think she's from the Philippines. And she was saying that we she said over here y'all take medicine. She like we do. What she call it? How does she say it? Remedies. She's like, we do remedies. You know what I'm saying? She said something about the dog peeing on the grass and they get the grass or something. I don't know about that part, but that's what she said. You know what I'm saying?
They always find they got a use for something for everything.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, we about to go to break real quick and we'll be right back at you. Don't touch that dial. That's what Fee was saying.
Are sore muscles and joint pain holding you back from reaching your full potential? Introducing Greener Things All Natural Pain Salve, the ultimate solution to your discomfort. Whether you're an athlete pushing your limits or an everyday fitness enthusiast, our specially formulated pain salve is here to help you overcome those post-workout aches and pains. We believe in the power of nature and have harnessed its healing properties to create a pain salve that's as effective as it is gentle. Our unique blend of all natural ingredients, including soothing botanicals, extracts, and essential oils, penetrate deep into your muscles, relieving pain and reducing inflammation. Feel the soothing sensation as our pain salve goes to work, targeting those trouble spots and providing long-lasting relief. Whether it's muscle soreness, joint stiffness, or general discomfort, our pain salve has you covered. Don't let sore muscles and joint pain slow you down. Try Greener Things All Natural Pain Salve today and unlock the power of natural relief. Visit our website at greenerthings.com, that's things with a Z, to place your order today. Greener Things All Natural Pain Salve, because you deserve to perform at your best every day.
Dehydrated. Yeah, no. Just talking about, like, even the hospital, my youngest son, he burnt his fingers. And inside the hospital, they just anything. He burnt his fingers. I told him to stay away from the barbecue grill. You know, kids don't listen.
No, they don't. I had the same situation. My dad told me to stay away from the hot iron, and I went right on up and touched it and burnt myself. Yeah. That's how we do.
Yeah. So now after the barbecue, I got to take him to emergency. You know what I mean? They put a bandage on his hand and some ice and gave him a popsicle. Guess how much the bill was?
A couple hundred.
$1,700, dude. They sent the bill. $1,700
for what? The popsicle? How much was the popsicle?
I don't exactly.
You have to take that popsicle back.
I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that no more. You know what I mean? Want that. So it's like $1,700 for a bandage, some cream, and a popsicle, and sent us back to the crib. We got the bill later on. Because at the time, we didn't have no insurance. You know what I mean? And they charged $1,700, and wonder why healthcare through the roof. And it's like.
I could have went to the corner store and got that.
Exactly. I could have bought a case of pops and passed out some to the neighborhood, and we would have had some left over for $1,700. You know what I'm saying? We back at you talking about asthma and CBD cannabis products. You know what I'm saying? And we just giving you guys the information about asthma. So if you know somebody that's kind of dealing with asthma and that's going through it, because that's done took some people out of here. Can't breathe because I got like sleep apnea. And a few times I done woke up and I couldn't breathe. I'm like gasping for air, like, so I can only imagine how they feel. And that was only for a few seconds that I'm gasping for air, like it was crazy. You know what I mean? Or whatever. So I'm like, shit. So I can only imagine what they dealing with all the time. You know what I mean? Can't breathe.
Yeah.
That's a scary feeling. You wake up out your sleep. I'm waking up out of my sleep though.
That's scary. That's a nightmare. You waking up to a nightmare.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And then what they say is only so many seconds that if you can't get no air to the brain, you out of here.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then one of my homeboys' uncle, he passed away like that, sleep apnea. Woke up out of sleep probably like that and couldn't catch his air back. You know what I'm saying? And passed away. So I be thinking about shit. I be sleeping on my stomach, but I always wake up on my back.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I even went and took the test, you know what I'm saying, and stayed there, and they said it only, because what it is, you don't have to be fat to have it.
Right.
It's just the way your jaw is made, and then when you lay on your back, your tongue rests, and they close the airway.
Up that airway.
You understand what I'm saying? And then you jump up, but then they said that it only, if I sleep on my side or my stomach, I'm good. But I sleep on my back, it closes it off, and that's a scary feeling. Scary feeling. All right, here we go. Evidence is mounting that asthma may be triggered by bacterial or viral infections such as, what this say? Strep. Here we go with these big words. It's spelled STREPT. TOCOCCUS.
Streptococcus.
Yeah, streptococcus. We go, hey, we don't know, but that would sound good. In early childhood, that leaves the immune system more vulnerable to allergens, which is being allergic, I guess. The result of developing of treatments strategies involve antibiotics, which we know that ain't good for us. However, has led to antibiotic-resistant superbugs. So if you take too many antibiotics, it just stop working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're not supposed to take a lot of antibiotics. Like my mom was on antibiotics for like 7 years. And you're not supposed to be on it that long. But she had that pig line, and she kept getting bloodline infections because of the pig line. So she was on antibiotics for like 7 years before she passed away. So that's definitely is not good at all. You know what I mean?
Man, that sounds like a wreck on your immune system.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because it's almost kind of like it's pretending to help, but at the end of the day, it's giving so much help that it's like when it's time for your immune system or for your system to fight something, it's like, hey man, I ain't. What happened to the reinforcements,
right,
bro?
Right.
Like, I don't know. Now you got a big beast in here. I don't. You know, they brought the big dog virus in here.
Right.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? So we can't even fight no more. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Antibiotics, they got to be terrible for you. Yeah. It says cannabinoids have been shown to have a broad spectrum bacterial effect. No, it says no, it ain't bacteria. It's BACTERICIDAL.
Bacterial?
Yeah, something like that. In fact, but I did get the meaning of it or whatever. I did my research. So I knew I was going to have the big words. So I said, let me do research on it so I can get the meaning of it. It means that it kills bacteria.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It kills bacteria.
Just the goon squad.
Right, exactly. You know what I mean? So the CBD, you know what I'm saying? When it hit the receptors, it can start killing the bacteria, you know what I mean, to where it won't be inflamed no more. You know, it open up the airwaves or whatever. So, which everybody need that, you know what I mean, because that's like a spasm in your airwave.
Yeah,
that spasm and keep closing, opening, closing. Yeah, that got to be a crazy ass disease or whatever the case may be. They have to even deal with. You know what I mean? And so many people deal with it, that'd be crazy. And then the bronchitis on top of that, people be coughing and hacking and can't breathe. And then they be smoking a cigarette at the same time. Like, what is we doing? You smoking a cigarette at the same time that you can't even breathe.
Just making the bad problem worse.
Exactly. Then you say, well, once you try vaping or CBD, oh no, I can't do that stuff. That's that weed. I can't smoke that. But you smoking a cigarette. I had a guy tell me that. But you smoking a cigarette though, bro.
Yeah, you got the nicotine and tobacco. That'll
okay.
And that coats your system with all kind of nasty tar. Yeah, yeah.
Whatever they put on the tobacco. They said tobacco is not bad. It's only bad when you start putting nicotine and all the other stuff in it. So now you smoking everything else, and the butane.
Yeah, because the tobacco plant itself, they use that for a lot. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like you say, once you start putting the nicotine and those other chemicals and stuff.
Yeah, and so we'll just do that. Instead of doing a vape pen or something like that. Because everybody just afraid of being high. Like, I don't want to be high, But you're going to get high off something. Some of these medication, you can't drive. We keep telling you, you can't drive. The high-low, you can't drive your car. You can't
no heavy machinery.
No heavy machinery. That's getting high if we didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? That's getting high. We didn't know that, but now we do know. Let's see. It says, because airways contract and narrow during asthma attacks, and what we just said, the anti-spasmodic action of cannabinoids may also play a role in bronchodilation. In the past several years, cannabinoid inhaler system has entered the market, and these treatments for asthma became better researched and recognized. But it says it widens off the broncho. You know what I mean? The bronchodilation. It widens the broncho, so it let the air flow through, and it also prevents spasms. Or what have you, you know what I mean? So, as we saying here, CBD products, You know what I mean? It helps with everything that we can possibly think of that we dealing with. And we're going to go through this book and we're going to go through every ailment in here until we understand till y'all understand that we here to help, and you better get some CBD in your system. Period.
So I have a theory. I have a theory, or an idea.
Right.
Is that we should go every major city and set up a CBD hospital. CBD only hospital. CBD and cannabis only hospital. Not a dispensary.
Right.
A hospital.
A hospital, right.
Or a treatment center. Or a healing center. We're going to call it a healing center. We ain't treating you, we healing you.
We healing you, right, exactly.
So a CBD or cannabis healing center, not a dispensary. And then we're going to go over the course of 2 years and see how the patients have done at the CBD center versus the general hospital that everybody goes to.
They be looking to assassinate our
man.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
Real quick.
Watch that back for sure because we know it works. Like I was doing some research years ago. The government has a patent on cannabis,
which is wild.
Yeah, why?
It's a natural plant. Why? Yeah, if it doesn't work, why do you have a patent?
And then how do you get a patent on something that's natural? How? That's like getting a patent on a rose plant.
God grew that.
You know what I'm saying? Or
that's God's
plant.
patent.
How you get a patent on a lavender plant?
They must have changed. They would have had to biologically change or alter the DNA of that plant.
Yeah, that's
to be something unnatural.
They probably dealing with the fake peel that we talked about the other day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's probably dealing with something like that, probably not the actual plant, maybe.
Because then it becomes an artificial plant. You just made something. It's you know what I mean?
Right.
It's you kind of defiled the plant a little bit.
Yeah. It's a little crazy and weird when they have a patent on something that they say that don't work.
Yeah, if it doesn't work, why you gotta?
Yeah.
Okay. What you using it for?
Exactly. You know what I mean? But we had the designer. We talk about the designer drug. So that's what they used it for that designer drug, just to make a drug up and just make it, and for the patent. You know what I'm saying? We at the top of the hour, y'all. Y'all know what time it is at the top of the hour. It's meditation time.
Meditate.
You know what I'm saying? If you're driving, don't close your eyes. You know what I'm saying? If you're on the high-low, don't close your eyes. You know what I mean? But if you're somewhere nice and comfortable, hey, close your eyes and meditate with us.
And we'll be right back.
Right back after these meditations.
Welcome to the Thought Zone. The following presentation is best experienced with headphones and eyes closed. Get comfortable. The mothership takes off in 3, 2, 1.
And a lot of times when we meditate, we are actively trying very hard to get to silence, and we're trying to silence our minds. And it's not necessarily about silencing your mind. Your mind isn't a space that wants to be silent. You have to let it be. And in that, you can let silence come to you, as it's always there. It's always present. So, without further ado, lights out.
This is a higher thought guided meditation. This is a higher thought guided meditation.
Yeah, I be looking forward to that meditation. Well, I be needing it too. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's so
soothing.
I don't know, man. It's just it's different. It's different. It's different for me, and I'm the one that made it. It'll still be every time.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time.
And it's like the more I do it, the more that my mind slows down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you first start meditating, your mind be all over the place. You don't know what to think about, what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it'd be all over the place.
All over the place. But the more you do it, the more you train your brain to think about your day. Like I try to think about my day, how my day about to go. You know what I mean? I try to envision that.
Envision it, yeah.
Envision the day going well, and I got $100 million in my bank account.
Hey, it's already there.
You know what I'm saying?
If it's in my mind, it's in my account.
Right, exactly. So that's what I be thinking about, just thinking about my day. So yeah, I like it. Yeah, I ain't going to sleep at night no more. When I do it, I don't be laying down like. Yeah, I wake up the phone hot as hell.
Screaming on all night phone like, give me a rest.
Right. Oh God. Shit, hot as hell. Light still on because it's on my body and shit.
Man, phone be like, I need to meditate now.
Right. It's funny as hell. Like the time Fee was telling me when she told me to do that one thing, and it was on the TV. It's bright as hell. Like I couldn't even sleep.
Man.
Okay. It's just funny as hell. But we got a report from a Dr. Alan Frankel, MD. It said it has been known for many years that smoked cannabis is a bronchodilator and can be used in treating asthma. And we know what bronchodilator is. It widens the broncho, we know it widens the broncho and kills infection. Right? It says usually asthma is a problem with bronchial spasms, wheezes, and when people be wheezing and all that kind of stuff, you know that the airway is closing up. And a lot of times I notice when people drink, like I know since I don't, eat cheese and no dairy products, and if I get something that got a little bit of cheese in it, I can feel my shit wheezing a little bit. You know what I mean? I can feel
that mucus comes quick.
It come quick, and then my nose be the next morning I gotta blow my nose, like it be crazy, and I can tell that quick that I had some cheese or some kind of dairy product. So I just try to I limit that shit. Like, nah, I'm straight.
Yeah, I've been having to catch myself too with cheese because I've pretty much eliminated it mostly from my diet, except for sometimes when I get my breakfast food, I like my eggs scrambled with the cheese and my grits, and and so now I haven't bought cheese like on purpose.
Right,
I'm not even buying it.
Right.
So now when it's time to cook breakfast food, I'm like, but the cheese and make it hit, and I'd be like, no, cheese is a distraction. It is. Cheese is a distraction.
It is. We was at the store the other day, and she gonna get her some goddamn pepper jack.
Her and the pepper jack, she can't let it go.
I had it under something else, like I wasn't gonna see the pepper jack. You know what I'm saying? Like, get this pepper jack up out of here. You know what I'm saying? She love that pepper jack, baby. It said wheezes and increased mucus. What we just said, mucus production in the smaller airways of our lungs. There is a large component of anxiety associated with asthma. I bet it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I get the minute you even start to have an asthma attack, your anxiety is already through the roof.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, shit, what's going on? Let me see, anxiety associated with asthma, as who would not be scared when it's difficult to breathe? It's like, who wouldn't be scared? Shit, I don't even have asthma. I woke up out of my sleep, can't breathe, shit. Like, oh, this shit, Lord, you gonna take me out like this, please? Typical inhalers contain adrenergic stimulant, which works well but tends to heighten anxiety. So here we go again. Something that's supposed to help something else, but it make you more anxious or, excited or whatever the case may be. It would be nice to have more alternatives to treat bronchospasm. We got CBD.
I will say CBD.
We got, since richer levels of THC can cause increased anxieties, using CBD seems like the responsible thing to try. Last week, a patient came into our office having obtained some CBD-rich tincture at a local collective that he felt was helping his asthma. He was off his Advair inhaler for a week and wanted to be checked. We administered a baseline spirometric test and then repeated the test 15 minutes after the patient had taken 3 drops of his CBD-rich tincture. The test showed the patient forced expiratory expiratory volume and peak expiratory flow rate and had doubled. I looked that up. This would generally be considered a great response to a typical bronchodilator. Taking CBD by any method does result in decreased airway resistance. So how so how about taking it by inhalation without smoke? Now there are vape pens, like I just said, available that has CBD oil inside them. In general, a couple of puffs will give the patient 6 to 8 milligrams of whole plant CBD plus some THC directly into the lungs. You know what I mean? So a vape pen would probably be a better way, but the CBD drops, as we see, work just as well.
If not better.
If not better, without even having to even smoke anything. You know what I'm saying? So we telling y'all again. You know what I mean? If you're dealing with asthma, CBD, I'm going to say it 1,000 times, it don't get you high. So if you got a kid that's dealing with CBD, you know what I mean? And then here go to another question with ADHD. If your kid had asthma, would you treat him with CBD tincture? Or would you let him keep taking that inhaler? That's the question. You understand what I'm saying? What would you do? I would give him some CBD, me personally.
I mean, why not? What's the risk?
Yeah, what Donald Trump said, what you got to lose? You're already living in poverty.
Can't get no worse than this.
No worse, you know what I'm saying? But you can't make it worse with that inhaler, you know, that they're giving us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It can get very, very worse, very, very bad, very fast. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, you know, when it comes to kids, they're like, I ain't about to give my kid on drugs, but we give them Ritalin. We give them all other kind of drugs. I ain't about to take no cocaine. I ain't about to do that. But a lot of these drugs contain all kind of stuff that we don't even have a clue what's in it. And a lot of it is, you know, different kind of opiates. What is it? You know what I'm saying? What is it? It's a drug, some kind of drug that's illegal in a different form. You know what I'm saying?
Literally, that's literally what it is. It's only legal. It will legalize it to do this.
Right, exactly.
And this, if we put it this way, then yeah, it's legal.
Yeah,
but
exactly. But you know, people just say you got the white coat. They say fuck it, we gonna go ahead and take the pills. We gonna take whatever it is that we need to take because the doctor said it. And it'd be funny how people just. That's what we're here for, to educate the people and tell them. And we're going to say it until they blue in the face. And I was listening to Jim Rohn, and he was like, I want to make people successful even if it kills me. He was like, I almost died. I almost died.
Man.
Messing around with these people.
That's funny.
So I ain't want to say I'm going to make sure people get CBD even if it kills me because I might almost die.
Don't almost die. We don't need to speak that way.
CBD, you know what I'm saying? Even though I take it, I'm going to need more because people don't listen. People be stuck in their ways. When people stuck in their ways, they just stuck in their ways. Like lady say, we black, we can't give up our chicken. What do black got to do with giving up chicken?
Because they fall into that.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes we fall into that stereotype and think that it has to be a part of us.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? And you don't.
Yeah.
You don't. If you don't like watermelon, then you don't like watermelon. If you don't like it, you like it. I don't know why you don't like watermelon because it's good, but I don't like watermelon because I'm black. You know what I mean? It's just
makes sense. Oh, because they made fun of us, so I don't want to be seen.
Yeah, it ain't like
it's
that.
It's a nigga thing. I said no, it's not. Everybody like watermelon.
Yeah, it's a fruit.
Right.
It's a fruit. It's a fruit.
And it's one of the best fruits we can be eating. You know what I mean? It helps out with, you know, constipation. It got 90% water. You know what I mean? We need that. So
H3O2.
Exactly. The real water that we need instead of the dead water that we drinking. You know what I mean? But they were saying this essential water is supposed to be pretty good. It got baking soda or something in it to neutralize it so it can be, you know, the pH is supposed to be. That's what they say.
That's what they say.
Well, actually, a lady did you know how they be doing those tests?
pH tests.
The pH test, and she was saying that one came back good, and she was saying why.
Okay.
And everything else was like terrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean a lot of them be made from. It's funny. You got water made by pop companies.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. No.
Dasani.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What time is 8:15? We don't got no affirmations either.
Nah, we got break though.
Yeah,
we got commercial break.
All right, we'll be right back at you.
Are sore muscles and joint pain holding you back from reaching your full potential? Introducing Greener Things All Natural Pain Salve, the ultimate solution to your discomfort. Whether you're an athlete pushing your limits or an everyday fitness enthusiast, Our specially formulated pain salve is here to help you overcome those post-workout aches and pains. We believe in the power of nature and have harnessed its healing properties to create a pain salve that's as effective as it is gentle. Our unique blend of all natural ingredients, including soothing botanicals, extracts, and essential oils, penetrate deep into your muscles, relieving pain and reducing inflammation. Feel the soothing sensation as our pain salve goes to work, targeting those trouble spots and providing long-lasting relief. Whether it's muscle soreness, joint stiffness, or general discomfort, our pain salve has you covered. Don't let sore muscles and joint pain slow you down. Try Greener Things all-natural pain salve today and unlock the power of natural relief. Visit our website at greenerthings.com, that's things with a Z, to place your order today. Greener Things all-natural pain salve, because you deserve to perform at your best every day.
You should perform at your best every day. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need to do. But listen, that was asthma and CBD. You know what I mean? And we just want y'all to really understand that CBD helps everything. I put that shit on everything.
Okay, Jeezy.
Put that shit on everything. So, but I do want to say this. We don't got no affirmations, but my mentor, well, he my online mentor. I did take one of his classes. His name is Myron Golden. He do a make more offers challenge, and he teach you how to make more money and make a good offer, like selling something, a product, or whatever the case may be. But he do a Bible study also. I think I told I told you about him. He do a Bible study, and he the one that told me about the prayer. Like, if you don't know how to pray and don't know what to pray for, he said just pray that God give you the wisdom to be a better person, a better husband, to be a better business owner. Whatever you're going through, be that better person, and add that to your prayer. You know what I mean? Like I said, like, God, give me the wisdom to do the thing that you put me on earth to do, which pleases you, and to serve the people you put me to serve. The more people we serve, the more money that you can make. You know what I'm saying? Mm. And so a lot of times, Christians, we always think that the more money you got, the eviler you are. You know what I mean?
Man, it ain't the money that's evil. It be the intentions behind it. Exactly. It's what you do with it, how you getting it.
Exactly. And so sometimes, like, listening to him, it just make people have a different perspective about money and the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we just be going through the motions when it comes to the Bible and come to being a Christian and things like that. We don't even study. We don't study nothing, let alone CBD products and medicine. We won't even study anything. No,
but it's part of it. I feel like is kind of because we are taught, in this society, at least over here in this country, that you have to seek for something outside of yourself.
Right.
You don't have the capability. You got to get it from somewhere else, and you're always constantly striving. So that just means that's a constant state of lack. That's a constant state that I don't have. Mm-hmm. So I have to get from. Right. Not, what I'm saying, not necessarily pulling from inside of yourself to where you can think, you can think your way into it. You know what I mean? And it's the way that we think about, even the way we think about money, right? Mm-hmm. Sometimes, like most people, we're thinking, okay, I don't have $1,000.
Right.
So if you constantly saying I don't have $1,000, you're not going to have $1,000. You're going to constantly be working for it. You say, I got to work to go get it. Well, then I guess that's what your reality is going to be.
Exactly.
Versus saying, well, I got it already.
Right.
You know what I mean? And walking with that enthusiasm, that feeling. I know it could be tough. It can be hard. Right. I'm not saying that I can do it, all day, every single day. Right. You know what I mean? It's hard to do. But if you work at doing it, just like you were saying, you continue that work and you continue to have that mindset, then it'll work out.
Yeah, for sure. It's all about the mindset. Like what the Bible said, as a man thinketh, so is he.
So is he.
You You know what I'm saying? Whatever you thinking about all day, that's what it is. I'm broke. Guess what? You broke.
Yeah. When God said, let there be light, what happened?
It was light.
If he said, let it be darkness,
Right.
what do you think we would have?
Exactly. You know what I mean? So we just gotta look within ourselves, to be honest, because we are creators. Period. You know what I'm saying? We can create our reality. We can create whatever we want to create, but it starts with thinking about it. Start with your brain, thinking about what you want to do.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we be stuck with jobs, we be stuck in bad relationships, we be stuck in a lot of different things and don't even have no way out. You know what I mean? But
Stuck in a cycle.
Exactly. But you better get some prayer in and ask God to lead you, but you gotta listen. Like I was asking God a lot of different things when I was going through my situation. And he would show me things, and I was still like, well, but no, you actually showed you, and he showed you still gonna stay. You still not gonna do nothing. You still gonna stay the same.
That comfortability.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You know, sometimes, and fear too, because sometimes he's like, well, you know, you gonna have to make this leap. You like,
right.
You know I'm afraid of heights, right? What you mean?
Right, exactly. That's why I want you to leave.
Right.
Take that fear out of you.
Right.
That's why you need to leave. Now go ahead.
I'm going to show you I can catch you. I got trust fall.
Exactly. You know what I said?
God be doing too many trust falls, man. Like, all right, I've had enough. We keep getting further and further. I don't know.
Yeah, you be like, man, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? But that's just the test. You know what I mean? That are you going to trust God or are you not? You know what I mean? A lot of times we ask for things and we won't even trust the process. We want it a certain way. We want it like this. No, it don't come like this. It's going to come like that. You just got to trust the process. And a lot of times people don't want to trust the process. You know what I mean? Because everything has a process. When you cooking, baking, whatever you're doing, it has a whole process. And just because you don't see the results right now doesn't mean it's not working.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It could be right in front of your face. It's just... just waiting to materialize in that one split second right before it materialize. A lot of us give up.
We give up way too early. Right at the break of everything, we give up like, oh, it ain't even working. You just said it.
Not right now. You broke it all down. No, it's not. Congratulations. All that hard work you've been doing, keeping that mindset every day, grinding, working hard.
Yeah. And down the drain because you start having doubt and say one thing like, you know what, this ain't even gonna work now.
What happened to? Yeah, it was all good just a week ago.
Exactly.
What happened? What happened?
Our doubt, and it didn't come fast enough, or it didn't come the way we wanted it to come. And a lot of times, that's what it be. You know what I mean? Like this information is coming to somebody's ears every day. We tell somebody about it, but guess what? They had doubt about it, and they're not gonna do it. And you probably been praying for a better way.
And it's right there.
And we still overlook it. A natural plant that can heal. Natural, like you don't got to do nothing to it. But take the oil out of it. You know what I mean? But we'll be like, nah, I ain't about to try that. That's that weed. God made it. What are you talking? What do you mean?
And what do you mean that's that weed? What is the connotation here? What are we talking about? How many... You know, it's funny. I can't remember watching the news story and them being like, well, this very, very terrible thing happened because this person was high off of marijuana. Right. Like, nope, I've never, that doesn't happen.
No.
They probably sitting at home on the couch somewhere. They chilling. No. They playing video game. They watching movies. They having those, those hot conversations, as some people would say. Or it's, nobody doing all that, man.
One lady said one person died off weed, and then she said, well, they had it laced with some other stuff and stuff like that.
That's the other stuff.
That's the other stuff. No. It was on the weed, though.
Exactly. It was on the weed.
It was on the weed. But no, they said it was on the weed. Again, you said it's on the weed. So how did weed kill him? It's something that it was laced. I'm like, you had to smoke 1,000 or 5,000, some crazy amount of weed at one time to die off weed. So you mean to tell me that they died because we know they died because they sprayed it with that fentanyl and all that other stuff on the weed. That's what killed them, not the weed. And she still kept saying, but it was on the weed.
Man, if you go to McDonald's and you're allergic to pickles, and you get you a cheeseburger or whatever, a Big Mac, and it's got the pickles on there, and you eat the burger, and you eat you a pickle and you having a reaction, you wasn't allergic to the burger. You wasn't allergic to the patty. You wasn't allergic to the bun. It wasn't the lettuce. It wasn't the mac sauce that's really Thousand Island dressing. It wasn't, it was the pickles, damn it.
Exactly.
It was the pickles.
Exactly. So you can't just say, you know what, that Big Mac killed them.
No.
No. It was the fucking pickles. You know what I'm saying? But we be so programmed just to throw anything in there, and it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. She kept saying it. But it was the weed. It was the weed. I like, but ma'am, it was but they said it was the weed. Okay. I just said, okay. And Fee sitting there, she looking at, she like, so you got anything else to say? I was like,
Nope.
I don't got nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? We can go ahead and finish this ordeal right now because she not listening no way. But then your doctor say go get you some weed, and you go get the weed. But you just said the weed killed him. The weed killed him with the other stuff. But you going to go get some weed. And the other pastor told me that his doctor told him to go get some weed. Just go get it. I'm like, he didn't give you no.
Tell you what kind? No, yeah. Hey, just like, weed in general.
Go get some weed. It's out there somewhere. Just call somebody. What? The fuck kind of? Okay.
Thanks for the direction.
Yeah, my thing is like, why not just go and find? Why not do a little bit of research on your own? But hell, they might be on the contract where they can't do no research. Who knows? But I know they can't do their own research. Only the scientists can do the research, and the doctor just going by whatever the scientists say. Oh yeah, tell them this won't work.
They just regurgitating.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Regurgitating what they told, which is
exactly like my doctor. He wouldn't even when we had our dispensary in 2010. I was trying to get him to come in because back then you had to have a doctor in order to get the card. So he wouldn't even. He's like, "Nah, I ain't mess with that weed stuff." I'm like, because other doctors, I mean, we paying doctors like $200, $100 a patient just to come in and sign off on the paperwork. You got to evaluate them. They got to bring in their doctor paperwork and things like that from the original doctor. He go over it and get him a marijuana card. My doctor wouldn't even do it. So years later, I go back in. He like, Rez, so he like, you still dealing in cannabis? I'm like, yeah, of course, or whatever. He was like, man, I had a patient. She had breast cancer. And we tested her. She's supposed to come back from tests and everything. She never came back. Then she finally came back, and she was like, we ran tests on her. She didn't have no more cancer, no more breast cancer. He was like, I don't know if we misdiagnosed it or the weed helped her, but she said she started doing CBD products and started smoking cannabis. And he said she didn't have no signs of breast cancer. He like, I couldn't wait to tell you. You know what I'm saying? For you to come in to tell you.
No, that's major.
Yeah, you know what I mean? For him to come back to even tell me that. You understand what I'm saying? Well, which was dope or whatever. But y'all, we about to get up out of here. If you woke up on this side of the earth, this side of the dirt, hey, thank God today. If you think you made it here by yourself, you a damn fool. You know what I'm saying? Don't work like that. Be nice to somebody. Get you some CBD in your system. Do some research, though. Go in your medicine cabinet and do some research on the things you're already taking. And then do some research on CBD and share this with a friend, a family member, a loved one, or what have you. But again, be nice to somebody, and thank God you woke up today. God willing, we'll see y'all in the morning. Peace.
Later.